forgot to wait for a delay. So I told you all the good stuff and then I forgot about delay. That I need to wait it out before restarting the stream. Yeah, I turned on no delay. We will be studying till 8 a.m. So for 1.5 hours. Then I have breakfast and then we go with the playing session. I just need to write down delete VODs on all platforms because yeah, that there won't be noise. Okay, noted. Okay, so what are we doing today? We will be studying for 1.5 hours. Preflop spots by priority. Maybe if I go like this, we will try to handle most important preflop actions. So in this order: single raise pots, 3-bet pots and 4-bet pots. So I guess we're gonna do all three. So late position versus big blind. So this means big blind versus small blind, big blind versus button. And then it's EP. So let's open our notepad. This is our study plan. Let's have it on the right side. I'm gonna make it like this. So let's see. Most important spots. Late position versus big blind. Small blind versus button, big blind versus button, button versus cutoff, big blind versus CP, big blind versus small blind. So small blind and big blind versus most common, and then small blind versus big blind, late position versus big blind. Yeah, I think what I have here makes a lot of sense already. And then it's 3-bet pot, late position versus big blind, late position versus small blind. So it's basically button versus small blind and button versus big blind when it comes to 3-bet pots. So maybe adding here button versus big blind, button versus small blind, button versus big blind. And then we have cutoff versus button, EP versus button, EP versus big blind, small blind versus big blind. Yeah, I think this makes sense. And then we will go versus 4-bet. We will go button. So who 4-bets? Small blind versus button drill, big blind versus button, button versus cutoff, button versus EP, big blind versus EP, and big blind versus small blind. So these drills we will need to master sooner or later. And then when this is on like what, 90% plus accuracy, I mean Mugen Jin said 95 or something, really hard accuracy. We will start drilling post flop, and of course we're gonna play meanwhile. Okay, so I guess I need to set up environments to drill this. I need to set up my environment to drill this. Let's do that. How do we do it? We need to find all the drills and save it into the bookmarks. I guess that's the best way to do it. Let me just see. Bookmarks toolbar, always show. And now we will need to design our browser just for that. Let's see if I have anything. No, everything seems fine. This will be interesting now. So GTOW wizard. Or maybe if you still watch Mugen Jin, we will do drills, these drills in Wizard or that pre-flop mastery application which you did. Because I would like to make all these drills, I would like to save up. All these drills I would like to save up and just open them, all of them at the same time. I mean, we can start with RFI. We can open up the stream, practice, trainer. We can start with RFI. Maybe like this, it's better. My drills, I guess I'm gonna study, practice. Which was the sim? Just a second. I'm a little bit lost. I think I sent it to on Discord. Here, okay. So that's the drill. Okay. So we need to come out from this drill. Saved spots, practice this spot. So which sim is this? Cash 6 max. I need to write it down. Cash 6 max 500 NL simplified 2.5x out of position. 3-bet GTO. That's the same. Okay, let's go. Manage drills. Let's delete all of this. Now we need to make our drills. So 6 max 500 simplified 2.5x out of position. And now first we do RFI pre-flop. RFI, and basically I would love to master all of them for start. Under the gun, hijack, cutoff, button, small blind. This doesn't matter. Board doesn't matter. It's just pre-flop hands. I wanna get the dealt close decisions. Number of tables 4. Spot. Difficulty standard. Pause after mistake. Doesn't matter. Turbo, instant, low RNG. Learning mode on. And how many hands we want to play per session. Doesn't matter. So this is one drill, safe. This is a RFI drill. 6 max cash. Safe. That's one. And then we go into another new. So here on the right side we see what we need to do. So this one done. Now we need to do versus RFI pre-flop. Versus RFI. Let me open the notepad once more. I'm gonna move it on side. We need to do small blind versus button. Small blind versus button. We have a new follower. Surudem Jones. Okay. I hope I did it right. Thank you for the follow. Welcome here. We are studying till 8. So 1 hour and 15 minutes. Then we have breakfast. Then we start playing poker. At the end of the study stream, we'll do the giveaway 3x GTOW Wizard starter sub. Okay. Let's build it up. So versus RFI. Small blind versus button, big blind versus button. So small blind versus button. So hero needs to be basically on small blind, big blind and button. I guess I will have to split it in more drills. So hero needs to be small blind, big blind and button. And opponent needs to be on small blind, button, cutoff and EP. Okay. Relative position. Yeah, this will be, I will need to make it separately. So we will need to isolate small blind and big blind versus button as a separate drill. And so small blind, big blind, this is how it is, but you guys see what I mean. So we need to make a drill for small blind and big blind versus button. And big blind versus early position. So this we need to cancel. So big blind versus EP, done. And done, done. So this is one drill. We cover these three positions. Small blind and big blind versus button and versus EP, and we select relative hero position to out of position. I think that's it. Then we go close decisions, for tables, spot, turbo, instant, low RNG, learning mode on, save, and we name it. We will name it out of position versus RFI. Basically, big blind and small blind versus RFI. Yeah, that's it. Save. Let's test if it works. If this works. So this is big blind versus button, 9-8 off on a 58 versus 2.5x, I don't know. Let's call this time. Now it's just versus button. We have small blind on the bottom table. We have small blind on the bottom table, so that's cool. King 8 suited on 21. Yeah, I don't know yet. We can see it was a frequency 3-bet. 10-6 versus 2.5 EP probably. Also close mixing. But yeah, it looks like it works. So the drill is good. The drill is good. Perfect. Manage drills. And then we go with new. Let's go back into this view. Pokemon, good morning. You're early bird today. Lost Paradise? Idemo. Idemo. There we have it. Together till the end, this emote means. Сложно до края. So now we need to do button versus cutoff and EP drill. We are button and we're playing versus cutoff and EP. Hero position is in position. Close decisions, 4 tables, everything else works, safe. Button versus cutoff and EP versus RFI. Button versus cutoff, EP, RFI, I guess, like this, safe. So this drill is done. Let's get to the new one. Then the new drill will be big blind versus small blind. BVB. I guess this will be separate drill. Just a second, did I fuck up something here? It's pre-flop. New drill. And then we need blind on blind. Small blind, big blind. I think hero both positions, and we need to play single raise pots, 3 bets and 4 bet pots. So we will do blind on blind full package here. Safe. I mean, first boards, hands, close decisions, modes for tables, spot, standard, post game, turbo, instant, low RNG, on, safe. BVB full package. That's one drill which we need to master. And what else we need here? So BVB done, button versus cutoff done, button versus EP done. Maybe we could also combine the 3-bet. It's also similar dynamics, button versus small blind, that we could do full packages because some spots repeat. I guess it's a little bit different. Let's see, we will optimize it. So now we did RFI. We also did blind on blind 3-bet and we did blind on blind 4-bet. Now we need to cover this and this. So we have button versus blind 3-bet. And then we have button versus, we have cutoff in TP versus button. I mean, EP versus button also goes. Okay, so we have 3 bets, button and TP versus blinds. That's next one. Okay. We have button and EP versus big blind, pre-flop versus 3-bet. Hero position is button and TP. So we are EP and button versus small blind and big blind versus 3-bet. Holy shit. Here is button and EP versus blinds. Done. 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 And then we just need to do cutoff and TP versus button. Okay. And hero is in that case in position. Board, hands, close decisions, modes for tables, spot, instant, low RNG, learning mode on, safe. And we name this in position versus blind 3-bet. Safe. And then we have next one. We need to do out of position versus button. 3-bet, new drill. 3-bet hero position is EP and cutoff, and we're playing versus button, so we are out of position. Board, hands, close decisions, modes for tables, spot, turbo, instant, low RNG, learning mode on, safe, and this is out of position versus button 3-bet. Safe. Versus 3-bet, we go done, done, and then versus 4-bet. Did I miss anything? All good. You guys are still bearing with me. To everyone that joined, we're studying for approximately 1 hour, doing GTOW Wizard, 3 eggs, starter sub giveaway. Then I go to breakfast and then we play some cards. That's the plan. That's the fucking plan. So yeah. Did I click save here? Now I'm lost. Hope I did. Out of position versus 3-bet. Yes, now we just fix 4 bets and we're done. So we need blinds versus Button and TP. Yeah, we need blinds versus button and TP, so we will do versus 4-bet, blinds versus button and TP, relative position, out of position, pre-flop versus 4-bet, close decisions, modes, 4 tables, spot, instant, low RNG, turbo, learning mode on, safe, blinds versus 4-bet. Safe. Let's see if edit pre-flop. Yeah, I fucked up other sims. I knew it. Versus 3-bet was this one. Safe. Here. Pre-flop, yeah. So on the others it's pre-flop. Here it wasn't. We don't have a 4-bet here. Blind on blind package. Pre-flop. RFE versus 3-bet. I guess 4-bet doesn't exist in these charts. Is that possible? Let's try it. Blinds full package. Let's try it. Why would 4-bet not exist? So big blind needs to respond versus 4-bet, right? Oh, you guys don't see. Pokemon or anyone that watches this, I don't understand why we don't have an option to play versus 4-bet here. Why this doesn't work? So small blind 4-bet, and then we should have an option to play versus this 4-bet as big blind. I don't understand why it doesn't offer that we would drill this spot. Just a second. Pre-flop, custom pre-flop versus 4-bet, RFI, second, any. Oh yeah, I did it wrong. I see. I fucked up there, the settings. We figured it out. So we need to select like this. Versus open versus 4-bet. Now it works. Yeah. We would need to select both positions. Blinds versus 4-bet. We are on blinds. Out of position versus button 3-bet. We are on cutoff and under the gun. This makes sense. In position versus blinds 3-bet. We are in position versus blinds 3-bet. Blind on blind full package. We play all 4 positions. Button versus cutoff and TP RFI. This makes sense. Big blind and small blind versus RFI. This makes sense. Everything fine. And RFI drill all positions. Any. Makes sense. So now we are doing blinds versus 4-bet. That we covered, and now we need to cover. Now we need to cover blinds versus 4-bet. Done, and done. And now we need to cover button versus 4-bet. Yeah, now we need to cover button versus 4-bet, and we have all pre-flop covered, like just broad spectrum. So pre-flop versus 4-bet, button. Which positions we set? Cutoff in TP. So we're playing button versus cutoff in TP 4-bet. And hero position in position. Board, close decisions, modes, 4 tables, spot, turbo, instant, low RNG, learning mode on. Yeah, we did it all. And now the drill starts. So, In position versus a button. Button versus 4-bet. Yeah, this is the only one meaning. It cannot mean anything else. Safe. Okay, now we have all the drills set up, and now the real fun begins. Yeah, it's still morning. It's still morning. We're warming up. So, I guess we go one by one, and we'll try to cover everything a little bit. So we have time per drill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 drills to do. Calculator. And we need like 5 minutes for the giveaway. So we have 55 minutes divided 8. So we have approximately 6 minutes per drill. I guess I'm gonna set up a timer that we hold on time. Timer every 6 minutes. Is that possible? Apply. Yeah, we have it. Okay. So timer runs. Let's go. First we go RFI drill. Let's go. Start. I'm just gonna go full screen. Make it big. Let's go. Okay. 10-8 fold deuces. I think they're opening. Jack 8. It's mixed frequency on 62. I think we fold. King 3 fold. Might be like King 4 suited there. Ace 5 pure open. Ace Jack open. Ace 7 fold. King 10 on a 29. I think King 10 opens like 70%. So up to 70 dice. King Jack. King Jack from EP. I think it opens more than half of the time. Jack 8 on 21. I think we open. We don't, so it's less than 21 or what? And then we'll check also for EP. It's 20%. Yeah, that was close one. 10-8, 80, and then on EP, King Jack off, 90% open. Also Queen Jack off, 80% open. So this I would definitely fail. And then here, King 10, 80, Queen 10. Okay. So I guess when we open with min raise size. But here I don't have small blind. Yeah, we have small blind 3-bet only. Ooh, this sim is sick. This sim is sick. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Queen Jack, we just learned. 80% open. So on 89 we fold, and we should see 2 dots here. On an 89. There we go. Chat. Look at that. Jack 9 suited, I think pure open, I'm not sure. No, yeah, pure, and then suited 8 axes are mixing. This will be hard to hit. Also 9, 7, 8, 6 on EP. Force. Yeah, this sector I think I'm failing. King 4 suited half of the time. And this will be, I think these bottoms I'm still struggling. King 10 on 85, I think it folds. King 10 on 91 for sure fold. Jack 10 open. Ace 4 button. Ace deuce off, I'm not sure if it opens. And deuces. Ace deuce off and deuces. Let's see, deuces pure. Ace deuce and ace 3 are folds on the button. Okay. Good luck, solver. Try to beat Ata. Ay. Hello, good morning. Ace 10, ace deuce, we just learned that it folds. 10-8 suited. I think all 8 axes are mixing already under the gun. EP2, 10-8 seems like a pure open. 8-6 below 5%. 9-7 I think folds. 10-8, 10-5. 10-6 suited maybe like 5%. Let's see. 10-6 suited, maybe 5%. Not. Just Jack 5, Jack 6, 4.6%. But this one not. Queen 4. Offsuited 9 Exos, like 30%. 25. Ace 5, half of the time. 3s and deuces, 50-50 randomizer. 7 suited connectors, very important that I don't overplay. This is on cutoff. What about earlier positions? Like 40% mix, lower it is, more worse, EP. 30% mix all the time, around 30%. Cutoff more towards 40. Okay, Jack 8. Fuck me. I would open on dice below 30. Let's see. Dice below 30, Jack 8 suited. Below 18. Below 18. Okay. Jack 10 on cutoff, pure, alright. Ace 5 on cutoff, 50-50, so here it folds. King 9 below 10%. Is it below 10%? Pokemon. King 9 below 20%, okay. So we have 52 seconds. 77, Ace 10, I believe it's open. Ace 6 on 3%. I think Ace 7 on 3%. Queen Jack. 80% open. On 64 we open. Ace 9. I think it folds. Ace 4. Fold. Fold. Okay. Yeah. We finished with this drill for today. Let's go next. Timer is running out. So the next drill, manage drills. We sorted it before by name, like this. And next one, it's out of position versus button 3-bet. Let's go, start. I'm just gonna refresh timer. I can't, let's see what happens with timer. Restart timer, okay. We have 6 minutes. This one will be a little bit harder. King Jack versus button, we fold. 8s on 72. I think 8s might fold, yeah, around 30% of the time, so let's fold it. A huge mistake. Let's check how we defend here. Cutoff versus button. Pocket 8 still pure defend, and then lower pockets are like 40% calls. 8's also mixing 34% 4-bet, and so broadways with not the best characteristics, like 40% ace access. Okay, so a lot of 4-betting with broadways. We could simplify this to 50-50 in practice. Ace 5, 50-50. King Queen sometimes calls on a really low with 4-bets, and connectors mostly call besides 8-7, 9-8. Okay. So we learned that pocket 8s are always a call, and on a 12 we 4-bet. So we should see 2 dots on the top right, we do. Queen Jack suited, I believe it's fold versus button. 7s, bottom right, I believe on 87 fold. 8-7 suited, we just learned that it's folding. And I think more than half, so we'll fold. Let's see, I think we defend like 35% of 8-7. 37%, and then 8's 35% 4-bet, and 7's 20%. Okay, let's continue. Ace 6 suited, I think pure fold. King Jack off, pure fold. Ace Jack off, I'm confused. I would 4-bet 20% of the time and fold the rest. Let's see what Ace Jack off does. I set so 40% 4-bet and 15% call. So it folds only 40%. That's important. Okay, let's continue. Guys, this is like playing poker. This is like playing poker, isn't it? Ace 3 suited fold, Jack 8 suited fold, Queen 7 fold. pocket tens on a 50 randomizer. I think pocket tens are defending here, I would say 60% of the time, and maybe like 10% with 4-bet, bottom left. It doesn't work. Okay, I thought I can zoom it in. I'm gonna call this time on a 51. Let's see what the solver says. Okay, so it's way more 4-betting. So EP versus button, we basically approach almost with 4-bet or fold. The only real call we have, it's like ace queen. And when we roll a really high with ace jack suited and king jack suited and ace king off, and then we have low frequency pocket pairs like deuces threes, high frequency, and then these low frequency calls. Suited connectors, mostly defending, besides 8-7, 9-8, 10-9, mostly folding. This is so mostly 4-bet, and then when I roll a really high, I'm calling. Okay. Ace jack, we just learned top left that 40% of the time we 4-bet it, and from 40 to 55 we call. So the randomizer is on 24, we pure 4-bet. King 10 fold, a6 bottom right, we just learned we 4-bet or do nothing. Nines, we mostly 4-bet, but I think nines are just folding a lot. Tens we saw were pure in. No, this is not right. Yeah, nines folding 55% of the time. So 45% of the time we VPA beat, half call, half 4-bet, and we rolled here 52, so that's just a fold. 2 dots, perfect. That was perfect. Queen 6 we fold, pocket eights on a 20% roll. Let's cheat. Pocket eights, fold 28%. So when we are below 30, we VPAP, and a roll needs to be below 10% to 4-bet. And we have a roll on 20, so 0 to 28, not 0, 10 to 28 we call. And ace jack on 43, I think it calls on 43. It was very close. Ace jack VPAP is 60% of the time, and it 4-bets to 44. Okay, whatever, I don't need to be that picky. 5-4 suited on 46, I think calls. On way lower number, it 4-bets. I'd say 0 to 15. 5-4 suited, no, it never 4-bets, just 7-6 sometimes. So we more 4-bet when we are playing from EP, yeah. But 5-4, it's a never candidate. 6-5, 7-6, and 8-7 are candidates for 4-betting. Okay. 7s on an 8, I think never 4-bet, just 8s are mixing, but on an 8 we will defend. Ace queen fold, pocket 6s on a 96, I think we fold. Cutoff versus button. How much 6s I would defend? Like 60% of 6s. Let's see. Yeah, around half of the 6s we defend. And then 7 starts to 4-bet. Timer ran out, we go to another spot. Manage drills. And we got this one. Start training. So we're playing in position versus 3-bet. Ace 3. I don't know. Let's start with a call. Fold. Ace jack, I think pure defend. Queen jack, fold. Ace 10 versus small blind. I don't know. Maybe on 31 still call. We did mistake there. Also 8-6, we did a mistake. What? So let's see. In position versus big blind 3-bet. We are defending all suited low stuff. Pure. Pockets on 90% mostly. These pockets for betting below 10. Some suited ace axes, 4 betting on 30% and others below 10. Bottom king axes, 3 betting like 30, 4 betting I mean. Aces, on a high roll we need to call. Ace king suited and ace king off. Ace king less, ace king more. The suited one, kings, 40% 4 bet. Ace queen off. Mostly 4 bet if VPIP. Suited 10 axes. Okay. Okay. Man, my voice is cracking down. And then ace 10. Ace 10. Below 40 we 4 bet mostly. Half the time we defend. And then all these broadways below 10, 4 bet. King jack 30, 4 bet. Ace jack, ace queen. Yeah, around below 30. Pockets 15 sub. 10s 30, jacks 50, queens 66. And then again like 20 on bottom defense. Pockets mostly defending. Ace king suited pure, ace king off half of the time. Okay, let's just play out. We have 3 minutes still on the timer. 10-9 suited I forgot. I think on a 64 it might fold and defend half of the time. Yeah, defending half of the time, so I was spot on. And then lower connectors are all call. 8-6 suited, it's open like 10% of the time from EP. 8-6, 10% of the time. And 9-7, 5. Okay, so this is where it comes from. You don't need to defend it from. 8-6 suited on 11. Let's see. Button versus small blind if we defend it as well. Most of the time, yeah. Okay. Most of the time. Jack is suited. These suited king axes are mixing. Okay. King 6 fold. Pocket fours versus small blind. I think almost always defend. 9s always defend. 8-7 suited on a 7. Do we ever 4 bet? I think at around 7 we do 4 bet. Let's check. It's 7 suited. I think it 4 bets like around 7. On 1% and 7-6 suited on 5. Okay. Ace 3 button versus small blind on a 4. Probably not. So pure call, huh? Even on a 4 randomizer. No, just fold. Because it's 12 blind sizing. I have 2 different sims or what? Yeah, I think I have 2 different solutions. Because this one uses 2.5x opens and the other one which I have it's just 2x and 2.5 on the button. So we need to manage drills and we need to change it. How much time I have? 49 seconds. So which one was? In position versus blinds 3 bet. This one was choosing wrong sim. I need to first figure out which sim I had here. Where I even use the correct sim. This is all simplified 2.5x out of position. 3 bet GTOW. Yeah, I'm lost. I think on RFI we had it, that it was min raising. Yeah, whatever, I cannot. Timer, restart timer. So this sim is which one? That we opened 2.5. Were we RFIing like small before? Let's just second. 6 max, post flop included, simplified. Start training. You see here we have 2.5 and on the left side we have 2 raise. And this sim it's called simplified GTO out of position. Okay, I need to search for simplified GTO out of position. Okay, manage drills. Simplified GTO out of position. Hope that's it. Simplified GTO out of position. Confirm. Button versus 4-bet. Save. Hope that's it, that I didn't fuck up everything. Simplified GTO. Confirm. Save. I mean, we will see. And there was still 2.5, right? Something was still fishy. So, in position versus blinds 3-bet. GTO, simplified. I don't know what's up with that. I don't understand. It still says 2.5x. Maybe in position, just button, right? Yeah, let's test it if it works. Up. Continue. Start. It's fine. When we're on the button, we should open anyway 2.5x. I don't know what I was dreaming. 8-7 suited on 15% roll. I think still call, but let's check. If 8-7 suited ever 4-bets? Never. So I need to randomize, and this king suited was before calling. Just king 6 suited, huh? Against 13 blinds. Okay. This was really poor performance. On a 15, I think we 4-bet king queen. King 9 suited mostly call. King 9 suited on 8%. I think we 4-bet versus small blind. No? Yeah, I think this is really poor. In position versus 3-bet, I'm playing very poorly. So button versus small blind, queen 9, jack 9, 10-8, ace-8 suited. And then most of the 4-bets are coming from queen jack, king queen, ace queen, ace jack, and ace 10. So here I'm definitely the weakest. So 10-8 suited 4-bets like what, 30% of the time? Button versus big blind. Yeah, 45%. So most of the 4-bets come from queen 9, jack 9, and top suited hands. Okay. Ace 10 off, 4-bets 40% of the time, I think. And on 54 randomizer it just folds. MRS. Gumitsukar. Oh, this is so hard nickname. Welcome here. And thank you for the follow. Haribo with Haribo. There we go. In approximately half hour, we are doing GTO Wizard starter sub giveaway for MTT, cash, or spin and goes, whatever you like. Whatever you would like. If you already have it, you can still compete. I mean, you can still participate in the lottery we will do. You can pick it up for your friend if he is in a need for GTO Wizard. Yeah, if you don't have an account yet, GTOW, or below my channel you can find the link and make yourself an account. GTOW, we have a command for that. Yeah, there we go. Or below my channel. That's all you need. And then you just, if you get elected, you just send me your GTO Wizard email, and GTO Wizard support will upgrade you to starter, spin and go cash or MTTs. Yeah, let's practice a little bit more here. I'm really lost. Ace Queen mostly folds, maybe like 15% 4-bet. King 8 I guess folds, King 9 folds. Pocket 3s on a 53 I think we defend. No, no. I thought these pockets that we randomized that we need to... Yeah, it was very close. How much under the gun is opening pockets? On a very low roll. Okay. I'm losing my voice. I need to save myself. Restart timer. Yeah, I think we're spending here too much time. 6s on a 15 roll, maybe we 4-bet. Let's see. Versus small blind on 15%. 6s on 4%. Okay. Ace 9, I wanna fold versus big blind 3-bet. 10-8 on below 40, we 4-bet. 7s on 27, we call. Ace 6, fold. Ace 8 on a 16, we 4-bet. Let's go. Queen 4 fold. 6-5, we defend. Pocket 10s on a 2. Are we 4-betting pocket 10s on a 2 versus big blind? Probably. Let's fucking go. Pocket 10s, 12% 4-bet EP versus big blind. And then you just stack off or what? And then he should be jamming and clicking some aces, and then pocket 10s just call it off. But in practice it might be disastrous. Call, especially if they jam all of their aces that they don't 5-bet click or call, then it gets disastrous. So maybe in practice really good to 4-bet, but then versus 5-bet jam maybe just folding. Jack 8 on 82, I think we fold and call below 70 and sometimes 4-bet. Jack 8, just pure fold. I'm dreaming. I am hallucinating. Legit hallucinating. Pocket 7s. On a 36 we call. Another 7s we call. Ace 10 on a 94, Ace 10. Button versus big blind. Ha. Ha. I think it still calls, right? No. Ace 10 is folding because King Queen I think it's pure calls. So I thought Ace 10 as well. So King Queen pure defend, Ace 10. Huge blunder. What am I doing? Man, strategy. Ace 10 huge blunder. I put Ace 10 in same bracket as King Queen. Yeah, this is definitely one of our weaknesses. I'm gonna still move to other drills because on other drills we might be even worse. Blinds versus 4-bet. Let's see this. Okay, so we 3-bet and now we face a 4-bet. This will be interesting. King 10 suited, I believe we call. 10-7 fold. A7 suited fold. Pocket 8s call. Jack 10 suited call. Ace Queen fold. Queen 10 call. Pocket 10s call. King Jack fold. 8-7 suited call. I guess it's not so hard. Ace Queen on 95. Maybe fold this 5%. No, it's always a defend. Big blind versus button, Ace Queen. Yeah, pure defend. We are calling mostly all suited hands and just jamming Ace 4, Ace 5 suited and just very linearly besides aces. Okay. Ace Jack on 99, I think we fold, but let's look how small blind plays. Defense most of the suited stuff. And then ace 4, ace 5 suited, high frequency jams. Jacks plus, aces call, 50%. 10s 50%, 9s a little bit of jamming. So it plays pretty simple, I would say. It plays pretty simple. It's not, it doesn't feel like rocket science so far. We are just not getting any like ace 4 and ace 5 suited to back jam. That's the only thing I'm noticing, that we don't get any hand to back jam. So queen 9 suited, it's apparently big blunder to defend. Small blind versus button 4-bet. Okay, so suited 9x is mostly folding. Yeah, we're not getting any juice. Small blind versus EP, do we do any 5 betting? We do a little bit 5 betting with king axes and suited ace axes. We do 0 jamming with ace 4 and ace 5. And we mostly 5 bet aces. Ace king a little bit calling. Okay. Yeah, we are out of time on this one. We go to the next drill. I think this one is pretty okay. Oh, we have ace 5 suited here. On a low roll, we would 5 bet, but now we just call. I think ace 5 always defending, right? Yeah, always defending. All the suited ace x, always defending. Ace 10 is mixing because it's, yeah, it's dominated. Ace 2 suited, big blind versus EP. I guess always defend? No. Let's see. Ace 2 fold, but other ace axes are. Okie dokie. So I need to be really careful. About this. Okay, let's finish up. End session. And then we go with other drills. Restart timer. So now we are blinds 4-bet. We did. Now we do blind versus blind full package. Oof, that will be a big one. This one will be a big one. King 6 fold, ace 3. I think on a 63 with 3-bet. Maybe lower number. King Jack versus 3-bet, no idea what to do. Let's check how much we 3-bet off-suited ace axes. Ace 3, 44%. Ace deuce, 70%. Then this King 6, King 7, 8 axes, some 7 axes, 3-bet. And then ace 5 suited, and then suited, high card hands, very connected. 9 is 80%. Okay. So King Jack versus 3-bet, I guess it's pure call. King deuce fold. Jack 8, we just saw that it's like 60% 3-bet. Rapsin. Good morning in the morning. That's Reddit's phrase completely. Finally learning to beat NL10. Germany. It never gets old, huh? Your humor never gets old. So to all people that just joined, we're doing GTOW Wizard Starter Sub giveaway in approximately 20 minutes. Just after we finish the study session, we're giving away 3 starter subs. You can pick it, MTT, Spin and Go, and cash games. All you need to do is register on GTOW Wizard if you don't have an account yet, if you get elected. However, you just need to send me your GTOW Wizard email. End of ad time. Let's go back to study. I already see myself on the television. Crazy. 10-8 off on 3%. I think we open. Jack 8 on 89 we fold. Queen 6 always fold. Queen 7 also always fold. Ace 10 off. I think 4 bets on 24. We will check because this is very unfamiliar spot for me. Yeah. Read didn't you? Vote in the chat. I saw it as well. Yeah, when big blind 3 bets, we actually do a lot of 4 betting with offsuited sector. ace 10 60% of the time, and we jam ace queen, ace king, king jack suited, pocket tens to some frequency, and ace 3 suited. Ooh la la, 9x's are dominant, suited 9x's are dominant 4 bets. Also 6's mixing like 25% as I can see. So this is for sure the hardest spot. This is for sure the hardest spot. Maybe practice this spot. I want to practice just this spot because it's super hard. Ace 5 off, fold. We have a range on top right. Fold. Next. Ace 6 fold. Next. Deuces. Pure fold. Deuces and threes. Pocket fours and pocket fives start mixing. Next. Aces 4 bet to 21. It wants us to play full hand. And here on the flop, aces should just jam. What the fuck? That's wild. We have high frequency c-bet here. For bid 25. And then on the turn, I would say aces with a spade. Mostly continue. And aces with a spade, unblocking the board, jam. Okay. Easy to play with a cheat code on top right. Okay, next hand, ace 5. Pure fold. 10-8 suited. Let's cheat. 4 betting. 4 betting on 69, we just call. Check. And versus small bet. I don't think we check raise, we pure call. Oh, there is some check raising with 10-8. Okay. Check. Check, check. And now we need to pure bluff this. What size? I think... Oh, it's really sketchy. I think I prefer just jamming. I don't prefer anything else. But these guys might not give you credit to have ace high flush draws in your range. So actually the best is to block bet. Actually the best is to block. On a 70 randomizer, we mostly block. Then he needs to call this. Man, this is hard. This is hard. King 9 folds. 10-8 4 bet sometimes. Yeah, this is a really nice drill. 10-6 fold. Ace 7 fold. Deuces fold pure. 4 starts to mix. Ace queen mostly 4 betting. Oh, it's jams! I forgot. Ace queen and ace king jams. And now we need to play a note which doesn't exist. And we actually do jamming on Broadway boards. That's pretty sick to see. And ace queen with a spade. Probably never jams. It jams. What? Yeah, we're already in the tree which doesn't exist. Let's just go next hand. Ace folds. Ace 5 folds. Ace 10 mostly call. Oh, we're playing always the same board. I don't know what to do here. What solver does? It just plays B1/3 and also polarizes to some degree. Yeah, I'm total noob post-flop. I'm the biggest noob post-flop. Okay. Let's go on to the next drill. I mean, this drill we didn't drill much, so I forgot ace deuce and ace 3 if they open blind on blind. We were training pre-flop, not post-flop. Yeah, ace 3 ace deuce fold. 8-7 some frequency. Jack open fold. Jack 8 fold on 100. 10-8 on 35. I think it opens. Queen 9 open pure. 9-8. I think it defends below 50%. 9-8 pure defend or what? Against 3x open. Pure defend, yeah. So we're randomizing these hands. Okay. 9-8 pure defend. My bet is this fold, king jack. Mostly call, but sometimes 4 bet. 8-7, we just learned that it's a call. Ace-3 folds. 9-5, I forgot. I think it calls. 8-7, think folds. Jack-3, close, definitely close. It's absolute bottom. Yeah, low frequency. Jack-10 versus 3-bet, I think we fold. Ace-deuce once we... Oh, versus 4-bet, no idea how to play in position. So let's check this. I think ace-king suited and aces and kings call. Ace-king suited, aces and kings need to call sometimes. So you just play jam with suited ace-axes. And you randomize half of the ace-king suited and full frequency aces and kings that they need to call. Okay. Interesting. Ace-4, ace-5 are calling as well. Okay. I think we're a little bit behind of time. I would love to drill all the drills I set up for this session, that we improve in all the areas a little bit. Button versus cutoff and EP RFI. So we're playing versus RFI now. Pocket threes, I think we fold. Ace-6, I think I fold. Ace-4 on 99, we mostly call. Queen-8 we fold. Sixes on 52, I think we... Wait, this is 3-bet only sim. Not cool. Not cool, this is not cool. We need to stop the study and session, and we need to manage drills. We need to find the drill for this with button flats. So, GTOW. I guess simple. Confirm. Save. Yeah, we need to drill with button flats here. 100%. Let's go. In approximately 10 minutes, GTO Wizard giveaway. 3 starter subs. Cash, entity or spins. Let's start again. We still don't have calls for some reason. Come on, brother. Don't tilt me. I just want to train poker. I just want to train some poker. Maybe the sim cash 6 max. General. NL1K. Let's try this sim then. Save. Saved. Okay, let's try it again. Let's go. Start training. Yeah, now we have calls. This is better. King queen on 68, I think we call. Queen jack fold, jack 10 fold. Pocket 5s on 1, we for sure 3-bet. Pocket 3s on 79, I think we fold. Jack 10 fold. Ace jack on a 23, I think we 3-bet. King deuce we fold. Queen 6 we fold. Queen 5 we fold. King 4 on 98 we fold. 27 with ace 10, probably fold. Ace 7 on 62, fold. That's a mistake. Let's check what's happening. Being sub in this channel, just plus EV. Okay. What do you mean by that, Robert? What do you mean by that? Let's see. A7 suited predominantly 3-betting versus min raise. 70% of the time. We are actually randomizing all the ace axes, pretty high frequency. This suited king axis low frequency, and then king queen, ace jack, king queen predominantly, ace king sometimes flats, pockets mixing, suited connectors are not always VPIP, sometimes 3-bet. Okay, I think I'm pretty solid in this. Pocket pairs we didn't check. Pocket pairs, timer, pocket pairs. deuces 3s 4. So 5s plus we start to VPIP and they randomize. I think I need to focus more on a cutoff region. On 99 I think king 10 fold, king 9 suited, probably a defend. Ace 2 it's just a 3-bet, otherwise folding. K6 on a 34 I think it needs to 3-bet versus cutoff. 6s on 78 pure call. Deuces on 19 probably call. Let's check cutoff versus button. Yeah, of course. Of course. Okay, I understand now. You called me Robert? I think I did. That's not your name? I'm sorry. I thought. I just called you by your real name. It's not so hard to figure it out. I hope it is. Subs get benefit when doing giveaway, of course. They have I think 2x likelihood than followers. We'll try to get more giveaways. I'm working hard. I talked with Eurogene. I talked with Drive Hut. I'm trying my best to get something for you guys. I'm trying my best. Button high 3-bets, not so much flatting. You just basically randomize with pocket pairs and some ace queen and then some suited broadways and some suited ace x's. So it's mostly heavy on pockets. So I guess low boards are terrible for out of position. King queen suited, yeah. Okay. 10-8 suited, I'm not sure, man. It feels like a call. It feels like a call. Queen 10. I didn't check this. Queen 10, king 10 off, king jack, queen jack off. Just 3-betting. But these two lower frequency. King queen off versus EP. Let's see. I blundered hard, huh? King queen off versus EP. 80% 3-bet. And versus button. Same. I mean versus cutoff. Same shit. Same shit. King queen just 3-bets. Ace deuce. Fold. 6-5 on 50%. Think call. It's very close. It's very close actually. Jack 7s. I think we fold. 8-7 suited. Again very close between anything. King 10 I think below 15% with 3-bet. 6s. Probably mostly call. King jack on a 5. Well, let's 3-bet on a 5, right? It is, but nobody calls me like that. Yeah, okay. We'll try Robsin. We'll try Robsin. I don't know why I said it. It was just like it was just first a thought which popped into my mind. Yeah, we find it. This suited king axis I cannot forget. Also versus button. This suited king axis I cannot forget. When I look 30 randomizer I need to do it. Okay, let's go next one. So 7 minutes till the giveaway. Manage drills. Button versus 4-bet. Let's see. Button versus 4-bet. Queen jack versus 4-bet. Ay ay ay. Yeah, here it's this one is hard. I wanna fold queen jack. 6s. This is absolute pain. Absolute pain. No idea what I'm doing. I'm just gonna call all pockets. I'm gonna call all pockets, that's the strategy. Queen jack is not a defend, button versus CP. So it looks like, what is the size? What is the size? 7.5 times 2.3? No? 7.5 times 2.5? No? 7.5 5 times 2.7. So it's a almost a 3x 4-bet. Okay, almost a 3x. How I calculated this? How I calculated this? Yeah, I need to check. I need to check some sims. How do we play versus 4-bet? We do any 5-bet jamming. Ace Kings, 5-bet jam, and pockets versus cutoff. Pockets mix, jacks and queens predominantly, aces pure call. And we jam 0 bluffs. Only bluffs are, I guess, Ace Kings. And what if EP? 4 bets. We just jam Ace Kings and Kings. Little bit of queens. So it's super simple to play. We fold Queen Jack suited. Defend Ace 4, Ace 5. Always defending all pockets. So always defending all pockets. Ace Queen, I'm not sure what to do. Let's see. Button versus cutoff. What Ace Queen does. Mostly calls. Pockets call. Connectors call. Broadways here call. Ace 4 and Ace 5. Ace 4 always randomizes. And then Ace Kings predominantly jam. Kings, Queens, Jacks. Ace slow play. And then versus EP, if I remember, Ace King off a little bit more calling. Ace is calling some and just jamming Kings. So in this position I get jammed, it will be mostly Ace King, Ace Kings and Kings and Aces. Rarely Queens. Ace 10 suited, so yo. I hope it's call, it's not, it mixes. It mixes. Mostly call, mostly folds. Okay. 5 minutes till the giveaway. 5 minutes till the giveaway. Ajax suited, I think it's in. Ace 10 here pure call. Ace 6 fold. Pockets call. Yeah, I think we're a little bit better in that spot than we were before. So now let's go drills. And I think we have one drill left. Big blind and small blind versus RFI. Oh, the most important one. We left till the end, huh? I think King 8 suited like 20% 3-bet. No, even that, not what. It's like 3%. Yeah, it's 4%. 4%. 3-bet 10-8 suited mostly, 9x's plus, King Jack Ace 10, King 10 off sometimes, suited connectors mix, 6's plus. Ace deuce versus button, we fold. Ace 7 versus button on 22, maybe we 3-bet, do we? Let's see the defending range and offsuited ace x's. Ace 7 plus basically, these lower ones don't touch even. You just 3-bet 30% on all off-suited hands, and then you also do on suited dominated hands. Okay, interesting. Ace 4, Ace 5 heavily. 7-6 fold. 9-8 I forgot. 9-8 I forgot. 9-8 30% call. So these connectors versus 2.5 low frequency call. 6-5 I think still fold. On small blind A6 30% call. King 6 30% 3-bet. This one fold. Ace 5 probably. Oh, versus EP. Versus EP we also need to check. Ace 5 suited 70%. And then just suited 10x's, pocket 9 60, and just ace queen off a little bit, and big blind. Folding some king jack, ace 10 off versus 2.5. Versus min raise, I guess I will have to look it up, and all the suited hands mixing 20%. Sure. Can we check? I would also like to check versus min raise. Then all the off-suited hands become defend and still similar stuff. All the suited hands like 20% mix. Ace king off 50%, and in previous sim Ace king off, same 50%. But versus 2.5, you want a more 4-bet dissuited broadways. And versus min raise, a little bit less. Yeah, whatever. King jack off, mixing a defend. This is fold, this is fold. 10-3 suited, I hope it's call. Mixing, bottom. 8-7 on 37 was 3-bet, huh? From the small blind. Yeah, suited connectors. King 6, 30, ace 3, king jack, ace 10 off. Suited 9 X's, 10-8 suited. King 6, I think fold, fold, fold. Ace 9 suited on 14. Maybe. Maybe yes. Versus min raise, huh? Ace 9 suited, 20%. Suited 10 X's. Okay. Ace 8 suited on 54, we will do it. 8-7 off, maybe versus min raise with defend. Ace 2 suited fold, fold. Yeah, this setup, I guess I will drill it when I come back. So, okay, let's do first the giveaway. So, to everyone that bared with me for 1.5 hours of studying, we are playing today. We are still playing today. I go to breakfast now for 10 to 15 minutes. Then we start a session. But now we'll do the GTOW Wizard 3x starter sub giveaway. You can pick for MTT, cash or spin and goes. If you already have it, you can still compete for your friend that you can give it to him for free. All you guys need, make yourself an account on GTOW Wizard, and once I pick you, if you get chosen, yeah, you just send me your GTOW Wizard email on Twitch Whisper. So Twitch Whisper message you send me with your GTOW Wizard email. I would appreciate as fast as possible. Yeah, and now we will start with the giveaway. I will tell you what you need to do. First, I need to set it up. So we go to Nightbot dashboard. Dashboard giveaway. We will do the keyword giveaway next. Select who can participate in the giveaway. Viewers, VIPs, regular subscribers, moderators. Fine. The price I know. Unique viewers. Configure the settings. Okay, done. Okay, so the word with which you enter, it's ATA, like it was last time. So just ATA all together. I'm gonna show it here. Maybe we will zoom in. So if you would like to compete in GTOW Wizard 3x starter sub giveaway, enter word ATA, I think like this, and you will be eligible for the giveaway. So there we have our first competitor. Yeah, you're in. If you see your name here, you are able to participate. Holiday, CNN as well in. Meshule Su. I hope I did it right. Tough enough in. Zehun. This is so hard for me. You guys are torturing me. Zehun. I can't. Anyway, you're in. Heron DC. Lare 007. Banu Gabriel. Mary Jane PL. All you guys are very much qualified for GTOW Wizard starter sub 3 times giveaway. We'll give away it to 3 people. As you see, you have a very high chances to be elected. It's not many people here. You can also compete for your friend. So we will wait another 20 seconds. And then we will do the giveaway. The hungry one, Ata the non-reader, Zehung Rayon. It's so hard for me. Robson, thank you for help. So, there is no more. We will give it away. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, let's go. Choose a winner. Choose the first winner. We go in 3, 2, 1. Bam! And the first winner is Meshulescu. I hope that's how it's pronounced. Congratulations! Please write me on Twitch Whisper in next few hours. I would appreciate it a lot. Your GTO Wizard email and which sub would you like to have. So for example, I will give an example. Hello Ata, my email is and I would like to have it for entity, cash or spins. I mean, you write which one you want, right? So write me on Twitch Whisper. It's Twitch message. You send me message via Twitch with your GTO Wizard email that you registered and for what format do you want. And let's go for the second winner. Oh, who's that? I don't see it. Who won? Germany. Germany won. Germany won. Rob Singh, congratulations. It's you. This is you. These are your numbers. Congrats, man. Okay. And the last winner for the GTO Wizard Starters Up is, there we go, here on DC. Brother man, you won it. You fucking won it. To everyone which was a little bit unlucky, we will do this more. We will do this regularly. I'm preparing also for Eurogene giveaway. Maybe we get for other tools as well, like Drive Hut tracking tool software. So I'm gonna keep it up. I'm gonna try to give you guys away as much as I can. Robson said that he doesn't need it, so we will do one more roll. So I think everybody should thank to Robson. He is giving away sub to somebody else. So another chance. Another chance. Let's go. Robson, thank you so much. Oh, there we go. Holiday CNN. So we have 3 winners. We have Huron, Holiday CNN, and Meshulescu. I hope something like that. Send me your... first, let's check if Holiday is here. If Holiday is not here, we will do the roll once more. Holiday is here. Perfect. So Holiday, Twitch Whisper, your GTO Wizard email, and which sub would you like? Is it MTT, Spin and Go, or Cash? GTO Wizard Starter sub. Your GTO Wizard email, Spin and Go entity or Cash, write me on Twitch Whisper. As soon as I get emails and which sub you would like, I will forward it to GTO Wizard and you guys will get upgraded shortly. Okay, perfect. Congratulations, everyone. We will see each other in like 20 minutes. In 20 minutes, we start playing some poker. So stay tuned. I will be soon back with you. Okay? Thank you, everyone, for studying, and be right back. Bye-bye.